Hello, I just wanted to talk to you today about Wltoys vehicles. This is a 104009 little monster truck. About how well they go really, really well. And some people have had issues with this brand over not having diff oil in it. Now I know for some people it's quite daunting to, the common sense thing to do would be, as if you bought this, would be to pull it apart and have a look, make sure that your diff's got oil in it. But really at the end of the day you don't need to do that. You can tell if it's got diff oil or not in it by the sound of it. You know, like if it's really graunching when it's running, or it wants to slip when it's under pressure, like if it's on a surface where it's hard to get traction, like sand or bumpy dirt, you know, you'll soon see it kind of slipping. So instead of pulling it apart, if you know what you're doing with these kind of things, you pull it apart. But if not, just listen for the sound, and you'll hear it like a whine. It sounds like a whining kind of graunching noise, or more than graunching, it's more of a whine you can hear in the drive chain. If you hear that, then chances are it's probably got diff oil in it, but not enough. You know, it's the one thing that with these cars, it's a little bit of a letdown. You know, not putting and people say, oh, they do it so that they'll break and then you buy more, but I'm pretty sure they don't. I think it's just they're probably trying to save money. Like some of the screws in that on them are fairly poor quality. Like you can strip the threads in them when you're trying to undo things, and that just the little things like that where they save the money so that they can be able to bring them to us for cheap. But from what I've heard about the later model Wltoys vehicles, they seem to be better. And I've seen also videos where guys have bought like this model, pulled it apart, it's been full of oil. You know, so it's just a sort of a hit and miss thing. I don't know why. It's a little bit of a thing. The common sense thing would be to buy it, strip it down, you know, pull the differentials apart and make sure that there's oil packed in there. But a lot of people, you know, they want to buy one of these for their children or a Christmas present, or they're first getting into RC, they don't really know. You know, I would say you don't need to do that. You can listen out. You'll soon know if there's not enough diff oil in there. It'll start slipping. Your throttle will start slipping. Your gearing will slip. And as long as you stop it straight away, and then you're going to have to pull it apart and put diff oil in it. You know, they come with an instruction manual. It's not that hard. It's just more of a pain, if anything else, to have to do it. But that's my advice to people. You don't need to pull them apart. Just listen carefully. You'll soon know. If it starts slipping straight away, you know. I actually had a WPL, this one here. And it's exactly what started happening with this crawler. It would crawl over anything. It was great. But then it started slipping. So I pulled the differential apart. It was packed with oil. So I'm actually not sure why it's doing that. But yeah, you don't need to go to the extremes of getting one, pulling it apart, unless you're happy to do that. But yeah, that's my advice for people that are not experts in the world of RC or just getting into RC. Just listen, you should be right. You should be right with them. So yeah, that's my advice for today. Thank you.